know him well enough to say that, but I'm not going to say anything to you about your height. If you would like to stand there, Anastasia.
That's all right. I'm going to say it.
Anastasia,
I'm going to say it. I was looking at that and I said, I am not standing behind that because no one will see me if I do. I want to thank Brad and Rick. You too. Brad and Rick are very good friends, and I know we're going to have 2 county commissioners that are Republicans this year in the county commissioner's office, so they're doing a great job. I'd also like to say thank you to the Cape Cod Times for giving me their endorsement today. I was joking with Jeff Perry not long ago that he received the first and only token endorsement, but I guess we've proved him wrong, and I think we're going to prove him wrong again with Rick and Brad. So let's keep going. As you all probably know, I'm running for head of our family court in Barnstable County, which is where we do divorce and child custody and a settlement of estates, and it's a nonpartisan job, truly. And I'm pleased to have that recognized by the only online newspaper on the Cape. I received a second endorsement from Cape Cod Today. A Democrat, Walter Brooks, is the head of the Cape Cod Today, and I'm very pleased to receive his endorsement. So, my opponent is a 20-year state representative from Falmouth who has legislative experience, but he does not have experience in running a probate and family court. So I like to tell you, as I tell everybody, I'm running as a professional and not a politician. I'm running on my qualifications, and I really need your support. We had a primary, a hard-fought primary. I spent a lot of money getting through the primary, so if you're considering making a financial contribution to my campaign, I sincerely would appreciate it. I have envelopes over there. I need to put a final push on. He's been sitting back. He hasn't had to spend a dime. So he's got very big war chest to use against me in the final days of this campaign. So I've got my momentum going. I'm very excited about that. I need all your support. I need you to put signs on your lawn. I saw coming through Brewster, we have a lot of my opponent's signs on 6A. I need to work hard about getting signs out. I've got signs here. I'd also have you consider putting a bumper sticker on your car, because a bumper sticker, they say, is worth $400 in advertising. So if you consider that, consider a financial contribution. For those of you who have contributed already, I appreciate it. And congratulations to all the candidates here today. Thank you all very much.
It'll be interesting, Anastasia, as we know in the national scene, how we have some comparisons of those that have really run something and are running for office, and those that have been a political operative their whole life and are running for something. And your opponent, of course. So I think you have a great chance and a great opportunity. In fact, we're looking at the new probate winner right here, of course, today. Thank you so much. Who would have thought that in this day, let alone, Cynthia, how are you? This day and age, we'd have somebody going against the establishment. And Massachusetts is famous for that. But the establishment has been here for many, many years. And then we have somebody that fought the good fight a few years back, and fought the fight a few more years back, and then fought the real fight, actually putting his life on the line. So we have somebody that's going to run against a guy named Kerry, and the guy that's going to run against him has a credibility that's just second to none. And I think we're all very, very proud to have a good friend of mine, I know of yours also, to have Jeff Beatty, who is with us today, and thank you for taking the time. You've got a big geographic area to cover, and we thank you for our Little Orleans and Brewster and Harwich, the whole section.
Give me an excuse to get home.
So I give you the next senator from Massachusetts, Jeff Beatty.
Thank you very much. For those of you who couldn't hear me whisper to Jimmy, it was like, hey, thanks a lot for giving me an excuse to get home. We've been on the road for a long time. As some of you know, Rick and Dagmar, Paul and Louise and others, we've been, and Renee and others, we have been doing this for a year and a half. We actually started this campaign a year and a half ago. And we are exactly where we want to be. It's like Chesty Puller when he was surrounded at Chosin Reservoir, right? We're exactly where we want to be. We can attack in any direction. But in reality, you know, we've always known that we were going to have to fight outnumbered and win. And we just wanted to be in the position to do that. And let me tell you what we did. A little over a year ago, some of you know, we ran a Zogby poll. And the Zogby poll said that if people just knew the basics about Jeff Beatty, Delta Force, FBI, Hostage Rescue, CIA, Counterterrorism, Teamster, small business guy, that we were actually in a tie with John Kerry. Kerry knew that, you know. So he started investigating us and all that. So far, all they've come out with is, you know, Beatty's been seen on the deck of the USS Guam in bandages and a Yankee hat. You know, if you want to see more about that, go to our webpage. But, you know, it's like actually almost being in the battle that John Paul Jones was in when he made that famous cry, surrender. You know, I've not yet begun to fight. Because what we wanted to do is to get side by side so that people could do what Zogby said worked. You know, we get side by side with Kerry and let people make a side by side comparison. And let's face it, if we'd have been putting a lot of ads on right now, they'd be so drowned out by the television that surrounds the presidential campaign. You know, we have a soap opera going on at the presidential level. It's so exciting. You know, but everybody's so engrossed in it. That's what they're focused on. We knew all along this campaign, which I think is really the second most important race in the country, is only going to be really looked at for the final 2 weeks, and in fact, really only the final week. And so, you know, we've been doing what we need to do to just get up and be next to Kerry. Because what will happen is on Monday night, we will have a debate. And that debate will be televised at 8 o'clock on NECN. It will go for an hour. We'll have another debate on the 27th, an hour of radio. And then it'll be rebroadcast the night of the 27th. So in fact, we'll have 3 hours of good debate stuff that everybody in Massachusetts will hear. Although the debate's going to be on NECN, every television station's already requested a feed, so they'll be getting outtakes from it, and they'll be rebroadcast all over the Commonwealth. So, you know, be careful what you ask for. We said we just want to be in the fight. We want to be able to be within 1 touchdown inside the 2-minute drill, and we want to have the ball, and we do. So that's what we're doing. We've got a tipping point issue too. In addition to just the issues that were out there before, was this general dissatisfaction with Kerry. I can tell you that in the last couple of weeks, with this bailout package, with this disclosure that John Kerry has had his hands in the cookie jar with AIG and kept them on a $150 million contract on the big dig and put them to the front of the line to get $85 billion as the first of people being bailed out. And then we find out that Kerry's got $2 million of AIG stock in his personal family portfolio. I mean, that's a tipping point issue. That is absolutely huge. And we're going to beat him over the head with it like a club all the way to November 4th. So we're in a good position. We need your help going down the stretch. I too will not be shy about asking for your financial help. I know so many of you already have, and some today. We have envelopes on the counter. Every $50 puts an ad on TV. So if you can help us put an ad on, that'll be tremendous. We've got some aggressive radio ads that come out this week. Next week there'll be a good television ad that comes out. So we need your help to do that. And I really like what somebody said the other day, so I'm gonna borrow it. They were wrapping up a little talk about, you know, how do we get people fired up, and I love what they did, so I'm gonna borrow it. And it was, they stood up and they said, you know, hey, Jeff Beatty bumper sticker, $2. You know, Jeff Beatty hat, $20. John Kerry concession speech, priceless. Thank you.